allergic reactions to your doctor right away. In patients with sickle cell disease,
hey, hello everybody. So
the most common side effect is bone.
Today I didn't have any errands to run, so you know I normally talk to y'all from the truck. So my daughter has these lovely floor to ceiling windows in her room, which allows for a lot of natural light to come in. So we're in here today. Yay, at her vanity table. I just did the laundry, so there's some clothes over there for her to put up because I'm not doing that. I washed it and ironed it. You can put that shit up, you know, whatever. Okay, so I probably should have closed her restroom door. That's embarrassing. And her shower's getting open. Okay, so we know it's probably not clean in there. It is. Okay, good. Okay, look at her perfume and stuff. This is so weird. So, whatever, don't stalk us. So today, wow, y'all really got y'all shit together. We are gonna talk about Kaepernick. Wonder what it look like if I did it that way. Is that like better or? They're both durable, I don't know how I feel about that. I think I like it better the other way. Sorry guys, I would probably edit this if I cared to, but I heard it takes a long time, and when I get my like a room with some lights and stuff in it, when I start editing and stuff like that and become a little more polished, then at that time we will, but not right now. So today we're actually going to be talking about Mr. Kaepernick. Dang, I forgot my amaretto at my cousin's house. So anyway, we're going to be talking about the Kaepernick commercial through the Nike ad. Like, my people, we have got to stop being so gullible and thinking that people are for us or people are here for us when they're not. No, okay, whatever. I was just trying to say. When they're not. Like, let's not get a commercial, an advertising, a marketing strategy confused with solidarity, support, things of that nature. We can, those are not together. They picked a political issue to capitalize off of in this commercial, like the capitalists would do. But they did not by no means say, in police brutality, we ain't down with that shit. We don't give a fuck. Let it all end now. Blah, 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 ... If Nike really gave a shit about the black community, like, and police brutality and the effect it has on us like that, make no mistake, they will probably pull some government contracts. They will probably let go of making a little money and say, you know, I'm going to take a stand with these people. They'll probably pull police contracts. They would probably even said Black Lives Matter. Let's just bring it all the way down simple. They probably would have created an after-school program, create a self-defense program for the neighborhood. You know, they would have done something. And make no mistake, the guy, what's his name? I used to know his name just because I just used to know it. Not the coach, but the guy who ran track. The other guy, was it Paul Knight or whatever? Mr. Knight, Matthew Knight's dad, the other guy who was a big honcho in Nike. Mr. Knight is still alive. He's like, what, 80, 81, 82, somewhere in there right now. I know he should be in his 80s because I ran track. My family are track stars. Everyone's a track star. So we know about track shoes, and those were one of the first pair I ever created. Okay, my Uncle Bo P paid for the NFL, so it's like, I know a good running shoe. I know Nike. In and out, okay? So, if they would have if they was really down with Colin Kaepernick like that, they would have pulled their contracts with the NFL until they got that man a job. Let me tell you something. They got a desperate man who risked everything for his people, who basically lost it all. They got him and willed him in to do a job. Probably didn't pay him what he was worth for doing that job. And that's it. And now all of y'all dumbasses about to go spend y'all $1 trillion that y'all spend a year on white folks merchandise and go buy Nike with it. Which is what the advertisement is supposed to do. If you look up the definition of advertisement, I believe it would say something to the effect of doing something to draw attention to a product or something of that nature. I really didn't pay attention. And some of those business classes I took, I only took them because they were a means to an end. You know, you got to do a degree in my family or you get disinherited. So, I went and got a fucking degree, bitch. Because when these old people die, they be leaving checks. But anyway, So, yeah, the elders in my family don't play. So, anywho, with that being said, we know the meaning of advertisement is to draw attention to a product. So, of course, they're going to pick something that's out there, that's in the headlines. I don't give a fuck who did what this year. If an NFL player or a sports or athlete, period, if Serena Williams had said, you know what, I'm marrying this white man, and she made a big grand thing about interracial dating and love who you want to love, and she had love the world campaign going on, she would have been a contender for this commercial. If Barbecue Patty was a fucking athlete and she was like, look, we should be able to call the police on public nuisances if we want to. I'm taking a stand. And she got the type of notoriety that Colin Kaepernick got. She could have been on the Nike ad. It is an advertisement. It is not a political affiliation. They're not saying, oh, what's happening to black people is wrong. We have to do something about this. Let's make this commercial. No, because guess what? If Nike really gave a fuck, they would have removed themselves and their brand and would have put millions of dollars into a fucking PSA. A public service announcement or after school documentary or something to that effect to further the notoriety or to get the message out there or to show the world what is fucking happening. They would have done that. They would have they would have put their money into an infomercial, something that was very informative, and put it out there to the masses. And they have the money I'm pretty sure they have the pull with the media companies to get something like that out there to the mass majority. I'm talking about internationally. But did they do that? No, they made a commercial. Commercials are designed to generate revenue. Nothing else. Look what I found. Anyway. Yep. That's Deion Sanders' Ricky card, baby. Oh, keeping that forever, but I just want to show y'all. I gave it to my daughter. It's right here on her vanity. She just don't know how much money it's worth, so I'm going to put this back in my room while it's still in mint condition. So, yeah, like, come on, y'all. Stop being so gullible. The fuck? If anybody gave a fuck about us besides us, we would see it in their actions. We would see it in their actions, y'all. Not in their advertisements. In their actions. The man who created Nike is still alive. This company is only about 30, 40 years old. He's still alive. Mr. Knight is alive and kicking. He himself would have went down to that football field and took a knee with Colin if he gave a fuck, if he was really down for the cause. He is not. This is a strategy. This is technique at its finest. This goes to show you they are getting their advertising team from some of the top schools in America, honey, and abroad. Because putting Colin on there, baby, that was a very good move. Very good move. And that take away what Colin stood for, what he did, what he lost, what he jeopardized. Because I stand with that brother regardless. But what this is a separate issue. I am not speaking to his message. I'm speaking to the affiliation of Nike within his message, in which they have none. And we have mistakenly, see, black people have a habit culturally, and this is not a bad thing, but we only need to do it with each other, not everybody, because not everybody deserves it. We are so accepting. We're so accepting. Other people who are considered degenerates in their races, worthless, worth nothing, getting put out their families, getting put out their countries, getting put out their homes, them motherfuckers have a place in black culture. We accept every and anybody, the misfits, the rejects, the unaccepted, the black sheep. There is a beauty in being black, and that is our humanity. Because we have it is uncut, it is raw, it is unfiltered, it can't be faked, it can't be erased. This is how you know we are the original deity of this world. Our passion about compassion. Come on. We don't kill bugs that we don't have to kill. We don't kill what we ain't about to eat. A lot of us don't even eat that much meat. Even before this whole vegan thing got out there and it was just a thing to do, a lot of us in the black community, we know about gout. We know about too much red meat. So we've never been ones to eat all that shit anyway. Pork was our disease, and we've slowly gotten rid of that. Anyway, let's go back on track. Since there is such a love in us, we are so accepting, and we feel like other people love us, just the same because we love. No, boo-boo. That's not how that works. That is not how it works at all. They fucking hate us. Just because we love they dirty draws like we do the rest of the world, they fucking hate us. They wish they were the original deity. They still can't find themselves nowhere in history after a certain amount of time BC. They can't find themselves, AD. They can't find themselves at all chronologically BC. Everybody they dig up. Even they even gave that African they dug up with the braids the name Lucy. A white bitch name. But then that's the oldest human they have ever found. Anywho, let's go back to Colin and our affinity to love and our accepting nature. And I love that about being black. I love every fucking body. I don't knock nobody. You know, I will help anybody. I'm not gonna lie. I do make it a point to give homeless black people my money before I just go around handing out my quarters. Because I'm not no rich broad. So if I'm gonna look out for somebody, it's got to be my own first. They've got to come first. And if I have something else by the time I get to the next bump, then you can have it too. I try to give away at least $5, you know, when I can. You know, I'll take it. I'll be like, well, I got some money today. I didn't need a lot of hair today. Let me go take this little $10 and ride around, see what bums we got outside today. Who might be trying to get high and can't afford no dope or no bill, or trying to get that little room for the day. Anywho, so make no mistake that they know that we have this affinity for everybody. So they play us on our emotions. You know what I mean? They know we want them to accept us. They know that we are weak when it comes to the dominant society because we don't want nobody to be mad at us as a people. We're conditioned and trained to be satisfying, to be serving. So with that being said, you know, if Master mad, then hey, we ain't right. Master sick, we sick, boss. The big house on fire, our house is on fire, boss. We's about to lose out. No, motherfucker. No. We's don't own Nike. We's don't get no money off Nike, baby. Mr. Knight get the money at the end of the day. And Mr. Knight ain't gave shit to your black ass or your black ass community. Come on, we had that bake truck recently in Chicago, right? Where that black man put him on blast on live about that bus full of Nikes. You know, Memphis is where they have those 5 main distribution centers for Nike. When the shit come from overseas, it goes straight to Memphis. Memphis and Chicago ain't that far apart. The police ain't buying trucks full of Nikes to go put in the ghetto to see if niggas gonna steal them. They getting the shoes from somewhere. So who is giving the police these Nikes for these bake trucks? Who is giving them to entice these poor black kids who probably don't even have had a new pair of tennis shoes, I don't know how long, to run up on this truck real quick and see if one of us can get away with some of these shoes? Who? Who gave them the Nike? Where they got the Nikes from? And then the sad part about it is no matter where you cut it, Nike's still gonna win because guess what we did? A bunch of black rappers, and I'm not taking from their charity and what they did. A bunch of black rappers went and bought, in response to the bait truck, a bunch of Nikes, like 33,000 pair, 30,000 pair, and gave it to the black community. You know how much money Mr. Knight made that day? 30,000 pair of Nikes. I don't care if them motherfuckers was $25 each. Let's do the math. Okay, I'm not gonna pretend like I'm good at math, but I will real quick. Okay, do 20. Let's see. Let's say they bought a bunch of pair of shoes that was $55 each to make the math easier. And it was 33,000. We do 55 times 33. What's 5 times 3? 15. Carry the 1. 15. Carry the 1 plus the 1. And then we'll do the same thing down here. 15. Carry the 1. 15 plus 1. So they spent 16,000. No. 17. Oh, hold on. Let me start doing the math right. 5, 11, carry the 1. So 18,000. Okay, that's what I thought. 18,000 and whatever dollars on that. So 20 grand. They spent 20 bands on some shoes. Now you know who could have got them 20 bands? And they could have gave the hood some money and made a black corporation some more money. They could have bought everybody in the hood some Niqui shoes. What about the other black-owned tennis shoe company? Y'all have to Google black-owned tennis shoe companies. I don't really rock tennis shoes. I wear heels. I know a couple of black-owned heel companies. Honestly, can't afford them. You know, my shit come either used are extremely, extremely, extremely on sale. I'm talking about the clearance. You know the clearance of the clearance? I'm talking about this shirt I got on. Y'all remember why Moore had them $1.69 wife beaters? Anywho, so with that being said, we have to think about this. Think about it. If they answer to that bait truck would have not went to go buy some Nikes that they was using to entice them and get them arrested anyway, but let's go buy them these black brand shoes. Let them know this came from a black person. Somebody look like you made this stuff. Somebody look like me, Chance the Rapper made this. Somebody like me, Meek Mill, and them other rappers who's out there giving away them Nikes. Somebody look just like us, made these shoes, and gave them to us to give to you. So you too can make shoes. Matter of fact, the man who invented, the soul man who invented the press that they use to make these shoes over and over and over and over and over again, so fast, so swiftly, he looked like you too. How about that? For enriching the community. Okay, because Nike don't give a fuck about us. Back on task. Okay, now everybody talking about, oh, they protested Nike and they so ignorant and Nike down with us because they risking money by saying end police brutality. Nike ain't risk shit. Let me tell you something about the white dollar. The white dollar don't mean a motherfucking thing in America. Okay? The white dollar is not even in the capitalistic scheme. Okay? Because in order for capitalism to survive, it has to be an upper class dominating and profiteering off a lower class. Period. That's what capitalism is. There has to be somebody to exploit, or else capitalism is not capitalism. It's strictly business. Okay? So with that being said, with us knowing what capitalism is now and having a clear-cut definition of capitalism, let's get into it. Because, girl, I should have had me some wine, child, because we are here. We here. We here. We sitting in this room. I don't have no wine. Nothing to take a shot of. I gave my daughter my popsicle. So there's that. Yeah, she do got a little fridge right in her room right here, but I'm just getting her ready for college. So I'm buying all the stuff slowly but surely. So when it's time for her to go, whoop, we can be out. Anywho, so with that being said, let's think about this. The white dollar makes no money in America. It has no bearing. It has no weight. They call it Black Friday because that's the Friday a bunch of niggas go shopping and make a bunch of money for them. Okay, trust me, it's us keeping capitalism alive and thriving. That's how capitalism is designed. Capitalism in other countries, they have other people that they're exploiting. In South Africa, the white South Africans was exploiting the Zulus and the original South Africans, or the original people of that land. In Asia, they exploit, in Asia, a lot of Japanese exploit over China. And a lot of Chinamen exploit the Malaysians and all the dark-skinned Indians. Come on now, let's go look at the Sudan. Let's go look in the Middle East. That's how capitalism works. There's always an underclass. We are underclass that are keeping the upper class upper class. We can change these facets, but we don't understand our own economic power. We don't understand the power of money. We think that power is power and money is money. No, power is convincing the motherfucker that having money is power. Now that's some power for your ass. Convincing you that money is power. When really the power is me convincing you. Period. Me getting in your mind. Me making you think that because I did this commercial, I'm down with you and your people. When my actions have never been supportive of you or your community. Ever. Let's follow the dollar. Let's look into him and eugenics and let's connect them together. Because I've seen him photographed with Bill Gates' wife quite a few times. Now, I don't know if they're in eugenics together, but we all know Bill Gates' wife run that shit. Melania, whatever how you pronounce her name. Her name sounds kind of like Donald Trump's wife's name. But Mrs. Gates has been running eugenics. Like Bill Gates' father before him. If you don't know what eugenics is, you really have to look into it. Or that's a different video. I'll be more than happy to explain it to you. So, back on the white dollar, that doesn't mean anything. They know what they're doing. Remember, Black Friday for the past 3 years has not been doing so well. Nike is securing their bottom dollar for this holiday season. This is business. This is the business quarter. This is the beginning of another fiscal quarter. This is when all the companies gonna start doing their advertisement. Have you noticed everybody's launching their new cars and shit? All of this stuff is happening because all the 2019 shit is about to drop at the end of 2018, so y'all can go buy them shits. This is how advertising works. This is how business works. Y'all gotta stop being so gullible and looking into this stuff, or at least stop trying to say the people that are versed in these things are crazy or lunatics or conspiracy theorists when you are not. When you don't study politics, you don't study business. You don't know what a fiscal year is, what a business quarter is, when advertisements start rolling out, when new products start rolling out. Since you don't know these things, then maybe you should listen to people who are authority on it, who have at least looked it up. Maybe it's time to admit that maybe your mind is conditioned and maybe you don't want to know the truth. Or maybe you're scared of the truth. Or maybe you just don't believe the truth. You know? Maybe that's it. But I guarantee you can go look at some European literature about business and things of that nature. And I guarantee you this is the time of year that everybody advertises. This is the time of year that everybody make the last money grab for the last bit of commodity, which is us, to buy their commodity, which is whatever the fuck they selling. This is the time. This is literally the time where they start advertising. These are the last fucking 4 to 5 months of the year. They're getting ready for 2019. Duh. And then the white folks not even burning good shoes. Let's talk about what they burning. They burning old ass shit that y'all ain't never even seen. They're not there burning no retro J's, no $200-$300 Jordans, no Air Max. They're not burning that shit because they don't buy that shit. We buy that shit. So if they burning $50 Nikes, and if we were to burn our Nikes, we'd be burning $300 Nikes. Look at this. On an average, our tennis shoes cost 70% more, or we spend 70% more on a pair of shoes than they spend. So with that being said, they're burning little $25, $35 Nikes. That Nike don't give a fuck about that as a whole. That's not going to affect their bottom line. What would affect their bottom line if all black people was like, you know what, Nike, y'all right, and we have to sacrifice y'all in order for us to be better. So we can't do business with y'all no more. It's nothing personal, Mr. Knight. It's nothing personal. We just can't do business with y'all no more because we got to sacrifice y'all so our people can be great again. What's wrong with walking shoes that say that's red, black, and green with African symbols and hieroglyphics on them? What's wrong with that? You know, and then shoes can change and get better once black people realize there's a market for black people making tennis shoes and black people are going to buy them and these people not losing their businesses. Come on. It's the black dollar that makes the world go round. And it's also the black dollar that keeps the black man down. It ain't white folk. It's us. We've been conditioned. We've been pushing ourselves down ever since the collapse of the Freedmen's Bank. Y'all remember the Freedmen's Bank? Well, we had that $76 million the white folks stole and they realized we can't let these niggas be free like that. They gonna have to desegregate. We gonna start bombing all these communities. We gotta get rid of Wilmington. We gotta get rid of Black Wall Street. They about to start trading over there in Africa. We can't do this shit. We can't do this shit because now our people are the majority. Number one, are the minority. Number one, as far as numbers. Now our people, the white people, and I'm pointing at myself because it's the white man. I'm the white person now saying this. I'm the white person saying this. Now, my people are now suffering because guess what? The slaves are free. They have all the skills, all the knowledge. They're making all the money. And in less than 10 years of freedom, these motherfuckers got $76 million. Just imagine if they free for fucking 50 years. Oh my God, we got to stop this. We got to bomb everything, let everything go to... Remember, the first bombings here in America were on American soil was done by Americans to the blacks. The nation within the nation would know where to go. Because we were created here, we were bred here, we were made here. Therefore, we their responsibility. How about we start being our own responsibility and taking care of ourselves? I don't give a fuck if you think the shoes are ugly. Bitch, go buy them. Instead, a man could design something better. Come on, y'all have to think about it. Think strategically. Stop thinking with your emotions and with your feelings and with your heart. That's our problem. We're using our hearts, our heart chakras and our lower chakras instead of our thinking caps, instead of our crown chakra. Because we need our imaginative. This is the reason why your third eye controls your imagination, because you need a little imagination, a little creativity to weed through lies and see the truth. That's why it's a conspiracy theory. You need some creativity in there to spot it, to see it, to recognize the game. White money don't mean shit here in America. So they don't give a fuck about pissing off the white folk. They realized that shit when Colin started taking that knee. Come on now, white dollars don't matter here. And they never have. They as a whole, white people never made no money outside of what a lot of people refer to as the 3%ers. I call them the Trilateral Commission, whatever you call them, the upper echelon in this fascist society. Outside of their money, we got more money than them. We give them their money. Everyone wants to talk about their oppressed, they ain't got no jobs, and the man doing this, and the world is doing this, and this is how this shit is going, and everybody's so upset. But don't nobody want to sacrifice their Gucci and their Louis and their Prada and their Nike in order to be better. No one is willing to do that. Because y'all all want to keep up with the Joneses. Guess what? The Joneses need to go get some fucking dashikis and some fucking Nagash boots. And then maybe the rest of you niggas will catch on. If anybody rich watching this, come on, start the trend. Start the trend, please. Lord have mercy. So, black people don't recognize their own economic power. And black people don't make black millionaires. And Nike knows this. So, Nike knows that they can make a scramble for your money. All they gotta do is tell you they love you. We gotta act like we love them. Put out this commercial. Let them assume we love them and that we down with them. And let's take all their money and put it into eugenics or whatever morbid shit that these motherfuckers believe in. Because they're not putting it back into you, which is all you need to know, right? Let's go buy Nike. Okay, out of all the Nike shoes you got in your closet now, what has Nike done in your community or a community like yours? Now what has somebody done through Nike, like those rappers that bought them 33,000 pair of Nikes and gave them out in the hood? Not that. What has Nike done? What has Mr. Knight himself, who created Nike back in the late 60s, the early 60s, early 70s? Well, at first it was Blue Ribbon Sports, and then they changed to Nike like in the early 70s, between 70 and 72. I'm not really sure, but yeah. That's how that was. I did a paper on Nike back when I was in school. I was a real sport here. Like I said, we run track in my family, so that's what it is. So, come on, y'all. Think about it. Put on your thinking cap. Think about it. And I'm not trying to take nothing away from Colin Kaepernick. He is wonderful. He did what he did. He sacrificed his own livelihood. I'm down with the brother. I'm with the brother. All I'm saying is we have to stop thinking that these other corporations and companies are down with us. It's in their actions. They didn't do a PSA. They didn't put their money where their mouth is. They branded it because it was an advertisement. It was a branding. It was an advertisement. It was a grab for your money. Because your money is the only money in this land that matters. Your money is keeping Britain in power. Make no mistake. People that look like us are oppressed all over the world. And we're all over the world now. We think Nike is down with us. Nike don't give a fuck about you. Don't you know that ad was international? If Nike gave a fuck about you, you would have more than just that distribution center in Memphis. It would be a small distribution center in more than one state. In some hoods. Excuse me. How about Atlanta where a bunch of black people live? Come on. And then they exploit your mind because most of the designers are black, yet all the CEOs are white. The fuck? The people that design the product are at the bottom. The people who make the money off the product are at the top. Make no mistake. So the designers at the bottom look like you. The CEOs at the top look like Mr. Knight. And now you can't get mad at him for employing his own people and employing his own kind and employing his own family. You can't get mad at him for that. But I can get mad at your ass for supporting them, for not putting your own family on, for not making your own ideas come true, for not making your own dreams come true, and not supporting people that look like you. That's on you, baby. You doing that. That's you. So, if, like I said, if something simple, they would have said Black Lives Matter. Not make Kente cloth Nikes red, black, and green Nikes, anything to get our money. That's not saying they support us. They're saying that, oh, this is what's trending in the black community. Let me capitalize off of it. Oh, they bringing the Marcus Garvey flag back. Let me capitalize off of it. Oh, Black Lives Matter. Let me capitalize off of it. That's what's happening. And y'all are falling for the okie doke. Stop, y'all. I'm about to fucking cry, y'all. Y'all got to stop. Stop, please. Stop. And there, people on Facebook argue with me like I ain't shit. Just hurt my feelings because y'all think a commercial means that somebody's down with you politically. They didn't say anything politically. Just like Obama did say he was going to do anything for black people in America. All the black people went and voted for him because they assumed because he was black, he was going to do something for black people. He didn't do shit for black people. All he did was put a bunch of executive orders that did away with the original vetting process of a president so that Trump could be president. That's all he did, was make it possible for the next president to operate and function like an emperor does, with impunity. We've got to stop being so loving. If they ain't from the grassroots thing for us, by us, that was raised with us, if nobody you knew grew up next to that motherfucker, if he ain't bust from where you bust from, then you shouldn't be supporting him. You shouldn't be supporting him. And then I'm going to do another video for you for black businesses, because y'all got to stop supporting white folks too. How dare you be a black business, get rich off of black people, and then don't go make another black person rich? We have to trickle this shit down. Rich black people have to start creating other rich black people. We have to start making that sacrifice. Like the fucking Nike ad said. Let's start sacrificing. And the first sacrifice we need to make is the white companies. We have to sacrifice the dominant society first. Let that be our first sacrificial lamb. I don't care if we walk around here like Bobo the Fool. But me and you both know that'll never happen. Because most of these rich white companies were made from black people. I love y'all. Like, subscribe. Please share. Please subscribe. Yeah, I got like 5 subscribers. And that's probably like my mom and her friends. Oh, yes, my mom has YouTube. She fucking loves me. Look, bye y'all. I'll see y'all later. I love you. This is Niqui and let's chat. Yes, honey.